everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. My name is Mercedes. In today's video, I have some polishes from Cuticula and Rogue. Well, Cuticula and then a Cuticula and Rogue collab. So we have the Cuticula's Candy Glaze collection. It's a 4-piece collection. And then we have the Shift Happens collab, which I always forget if it's, I think it's like an every other month or something like that collab between Cuticula and Rogue Lacquer. Now, the Shift Happens collab is inspired by the Disney movie Encanto, which I loved that movie. I watched it with my kids. The songs literally were stuck in my head forever. I haven't seen it in a while, but I know if I do, I can just feel the songs resurfacing in my brain right now. They were literally on the radio as well. Oh gosh. So the Shift Happens collab, these two polishes are available as a set only. It's priced at $26. It's a pre-order for 2 weeks. And the Candy Glaze collection, there's 4 large particle shimmer polishes. You can purchase individually for $13.50, or you can purchase the entire collection, which is 4 of them, for $50. So let's get into it. We're going to start off with the Shift Happens duo. So this one is Cuticula Clear Skies. This one is described as a deep peach jelly filled with orange, red, gold, green, large particle shifting shimmer. Beautiful formula. Of course, it goes on a little bit sheer in the beginning, but it does build up pretty well. I ended up building this one up in 3 coats, and I thought that was perfect. I think long or short nails, 3 coats is going to work best for you. It's a very jelly base, so of course jelly polishes tend to be more on the less opaque side, but you can see here 3 coats. I reached full opacity. I think if you have super long nails, I think you should also reach full opacity in 3 coats. You might see like a little bit of nail line, but honestly there's so much of this large particle shimmer that it might do a good job with covering your nail line. And I know that there's swatches out there with longer nails, so just take a peek at those to see if you see any. I think I've actually saw some, and this polish did do a great job with covering up and reaching opacity, so just keep that in mind. But this is a beautiful polish. I wouldn't even think that this is a peach. I see more like obviously orange and like red tones because of the shifty shimmer. Usually I steer clear from any peaches or more like flat or not as bright orange shades because they don't look very flattering on my skin tone. But I found that this one was super pretty, and it did flatter my more warmer tannish skin surprisingly well. I really enjoyed it. I love large particle shimmer, so of course this one is one that I love as well. Pictured are 3 coats of Cuticula Clear Skies with a glossy top coat. We're moving on to Rogue Lacquer, and this is Waiting on a Miracle. It's described as a teal crelly base with green and gold glass flakes with magenta and blue metallic flakes. Another gorgeous one. I mean, I don't know why I'm whispering because it's just so pretty, but Rogue Lacquer does an amazing job with their flaky polishes. Again, not a jelly, but a crelly, but this one built up beautifully for opacity. So I think long or short nails, 2 to 3 coats is going to work best for you. These flakies are not super large, but I think I would say like medium size. 2 coats was perfect for me. I got full opacity, but it still gave me that like bouncy, juicy effect that a crelly jelly would usually give you. It's like looking into a magical like pond. Yes, a magical pond. I'm in love with the colorful flakies. I think they play very well with this beautiful teal base. I personally, when I wear flaky polishes, like heavy flaky polishes, I like to use a glitter smoother and then a glossy top coat because it gives me that nice plump juicy effect. So just keep that in mind if you do purchase this duo and you want that juicy effect. You can certainly do that with a thick glossy top coat, but that's just my preferred method. Pictured are 2 coats of Rogue Lacquer Waiting on a Miracle with a glossy top coat. Now we're moving on to the Candy Glaze collection, and this one is Peach Mango. It is described as a juicy bubblegum pink base. Yes, bubblegum pink base full of orange, red, gold, large particle shifting shimmer. Now, I don't see any bubblegum pink, but that is because it is gem-packed full of the orange and the red and the gold large particle shimmer. I mean, I do see that pink at certain angles, but because you have so much of this beautiful shifty shimmer, that is what you are predominantly going to see. And this is like I wouldn't describe it as like a true orange. I know it's coming off very orangey on camera, but honestly, like it is more like peachy. It is definitely like a peach mango, like what it's called for sure. I mean, I guess you get hints of that pink at very extreme angles, right? But obviously you see a lot of the red, a lot of the gold. It is a beautiful polish. I built it up in 3 coats. I think long or short nails, 3 coats is going to be best for you to get the look that you're seeing right here. It is gorgeous. I feel like this is the perfect spring summer polish. It's very pretty. Pictured are 3 coats of peach mango with a glassy top coat. Here we have blue raspberry, which is described as a juicy blue raspberry base with cyan, blue, violet, large particle shifting shimmer. I love blue raspberry, any type of flavor. Usually like blue raspberry slushies, you know, the slushies that you get at the movie theater. I'm always getting the blue raspberry flavor. But this one is gorgeous. Again, it has that jelly, crully tort sort of feel to it. So you're going to want to build it up to get its full intensity. I built this one up in 3 coats. I think long or short nails, 3 coats is going to be best for you. You can see on that 3rd coat, it really just brings out the beautiful base, that beautiful like blue raspberry base, right? And then all of the large particle shimmer. Oh my God, it's just dazzling in that base. Like you definitely see blue, violet. I say like a more, not as intense looking straight down, but there you go. When you see it at extreme angles, that's when you see the violet for sure. This is very bright, very fun. I feel like I have like, I don't want to say aluminum foil on my nails because that's not very attractive, but it does feel like reflective in a way, like mirror-like, but still very sparkly. I like it. I personally like it. I love the different shades of blue that you see throughout the nail as you move your hands around. It's gorgeous. Definitely a beautiful spring summer polish for sure. Pictured are 3 coats of blue raspberry with a glossy top coat. Now we're moving on to Sugar Melon, and this is described as a juicy green melon base full of pink, green, gold, large particle shifting shimmer. This was one that was definitely more on the lighter end than all of them, but it is like that greenish sort of shade, leaning, I wouldn't say leaning yellow, but you know, it has those gold large particle shifting shimmer, which kind of makes the base lean a little bit yellow. So I built this one up in 3 coats. I think long, short nails, 3 coats is going to work best for you. Long nails, you may see a little bit of nail line depending on how prominent your nail line is. Just keep in mind that I work with very bright lights, so you are going to see things that you wouldn't normally see in person. So if you see some nail line on me, doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to see nail line in person, because at this angle, yes, my nails aren't super long, but I had just a peak of nail line showing. You can't see it here at all, right? Because it's not as close up. So just keep that in mind when you're watching swatch videos. This is absolutely stunning. I think I am obsessed. No, not that I think. I know that I am most obsessed with the shifting shimmer in this polish because it stands out the most. You have a lighter base, and then you see the beautiful pink and the green and the gold. It is stunning. I think this is a summer polish for sure. I'm a seasonal polish wearer, and I like to wear certain shades during certain seasons. This screams summer for me. Pictured are 3 coats of Sugar Lemon with a glossy top coat. And the last polish in the Candy Glaze collection is Berry Punch, and this one is described as a juicy violet base full of green, pink, gold, large particle shifting shimmer. I don't know why it's always so difficult to read. There's just so many different colors and words all bundled up together. But again, this goes on like that crelly jelly sort of formula. 3 coats is going to be your best bet to really build up the intensity. This one I feel like was the most, not the most shiftiest, but you can definitely see most or not, if not all of the shift just looking straight down, right? You definitely see like peaks of green. You definitely see the pink. You definitely see the gold. It's all there. The green, you're definitely going to be able to see more at extreme angles. So right here. So again, like, you know, doing like your normal daily life things, you're going to see that green pop. It mixes in so well with the gold. I love it. This one, I feel like it just reminds me of a fun like summer night. like a fun summer party. That's what it reminds me of. It's a gorgeous polish. It's so like light and airy, but then it's not, if that makes any sense. Like you have all of these stunning shifts in the polish. The purple base isn't so intense, but it still screams like spring, right? The large particle shifting shimmer is definitely the standout in this polish. I love that you can see all the beautiful shifts in this polish. Pictured are 3 coats of berry punch with a glossy top coat. Let me know if you are picking up any of these polishes, if you already have picked them up, or if you are pre-ordering the Shift Happens collab. Lots of beautiful polishes for the springtime. For me, spring, when I think of spring polishes, I know a lot of people associate them with like pastel colors. I don't really care for pastel polishes. I never really did. Sometimes I might wear one, but they're just not for me. So I think of, fun, fresh colors, shimmers, glitters, which I already love shimmers and glitters anyways, but a lighter color as opposed to the darker colors that I would gravitate towards in the wintertime. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one.